Nice. Very nice. Congrats. All right, later. Max. I want you guys to do some school before I will pick you up, okay? Alright, volatility is tanking here. NQ had a very strong push and is balancing at the same level that we were balancing during the overnight session. So if it's able to get above the overnight high, then I would look for this a push towards this point of control that's from last week at 18,665, and then an attempt to get above March, retest March high at the 700s. All right, 1 minute till the next set of news.
piece of bacon for you, Lily. There's one piece of bacon for you.
It ended up being the right move to sell, to close my position there at crude. It moved up from there, never came back.
Yeah, it's still looking pretty strong, but I still wasn't able to get in at below 83.10.
Yeah. I mean, there's sellers up here, like it's not able to get through the open, but yeah, every time we push down, there's some strong buyers. So, all right, man, I would love for NQ to take this overnight high and then drop.
Looks like ES is pulling back into
Yeah.
5308 range.
Yeah, I think we're gonna attempt to take this lows and test the weekly pivot. The yields are really pushing. I don't know what's going on. Like the 30-year yield since the morning has been going up like crazy. It's like almost 1.25, over 1.25% higher. The 10-year also is pushing higher. The dollar is pushing higher. So that's not good for equities. So I'm thinking we have more downside, but like I wish I see news. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there was like something that triggered that move. I'm sure there was something. I don't know what that is. All right, about to make new lows. Yes, I've been short since pre-market on ES, small position, and I wanted to add at 18 or 17 and a half more short, but it never got there. So I might add here or not. If it gives me a chance, I might add some here. But I want SPX to be below 45 because that's where the volatility trigger is. And if we get below 45, then we have a chance that we might really start pushing lower. Okay, I'm looking for a short on NQ at 78. 578. If I can get fill there. With a stop at the high of the day at 608.
Isn't the high 611?
I'm sorry?
The NQ high?
What about it?
Isn't the high 18,611.75?
I'm looking at the high, the RTH high.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. I got fill. Let's see what my target will be in the 30s, 530. But if I get a 1 minute close above 87, I might just scratch it.
Okay.
All right, come on, die. Die.
They did make an April Fool's update, look.
Max, go back to work.
Okay.
No jodas. Why do I even bother with shorts in this market?
I don't know, man. It's I have a hard time bringing myself to do it.
Yeah. You know what? I did at one point say that one of my rules was gonna be to only short when we have a gamma flip and we're below the volatility trigger, and we're not there yet, and I'm still short. I'm gonna wait until 10:30. If it doesn't work before that, then I'm gonna just scratch.
Yeah. Thing is, with NQ, it can work suddenly
Right.
or go horribly wrong suddenly.
Exactly. Yeah, well, now it's working. It's just that that push from the open was pretty strong. All right, come on, let's go. Now it's working. Yes, come on, let's go. Let's go. All right,
Got my
beautiful.
target.
A short that worked. It's a miracle. We got a nice short.
Yeah. I'm up $5 for the day.
$5. I am up 700. About.
I
'Cause
had
I'm
too
still.
tight of a stop on the short on oil and got stopped down.
All right, so
So ES is pulling back into the 5,300 range.
yeah, I just closed my short from this morning because this is where I'm expecting some buyers to defend. So I'm, and I hit my goal for the day, so I'm just gonna take it easy.
Looks like there's, as expected, a huge chunk of buyers sitting at 5,300.
$307. It's not that much. I think.
Yeah, I guess for CL that would be huge, but for ES it's not.
All right, here's some buyers on ES.
Good gosh, oil just every time I look over there, it's crept up a little more.
Now it's going above the open. So I have a swing trade set up, but it didn't hit my order. I wanted to get in at 82.52 and then add at 82.22, but
Yeah.
never got a fill.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on a more a swing trade plan. Since I don't have to worry about, well, as far as prop firms go, carrying positions overnight.
Right.
Um,
So this is how I do that, right? Like, so if let me see if I can show this. This screen. Here. So what I do is I look for this. I look at an hourly chart, right? So if I see this, there's a consolidation, like a move higher, like we have a move higher consolidation. then we test below it, then we push higher, then I'm looking for a retest of this area, and we actually tested it and moved higher, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now this becomes the next area, which it happened right here, right? So test it and it's pushing higher. So those are the things that I'm looking for swing trades, right?
So now if we're pushing higher over 83.80 into $84, the 83 becomes the
Right. So this, if we break this area, now this, so this already tested a few times, and
Right.
it's holding, right? So now we're testing this little consolidation. So if we move higher, then and I see a strong push above this, I would look to start a position in this area, right? Or you know, wherever I see that it looks like it could hold, and then like take a long from there and probably put my stop below this, below 82.60. But yeah, I mean, like if you look for those things, and same thing for a reversal. Like if I'm looking for a reversal, like let's say that I want to take a short here because I think that this area is gonna hold. If I risk, you know, from here to this high, I could look for a retest of this low, like around here, and then I have a good risk reward ratio, and this could happen fairly quickly. So I throughout the day I'm looking for stuff like that, that I can just put the orders and then forget about it. Like I took one in gold when I saw a move down, and I risked this little piece right here, and I took my profit in here, where at this low. Now, I mean,
Okay.
it ended up going lower, right? But like for example, now, if you wanna take a long from this high, or from this high, you'll see that it just bounces right away. The first touch is the most important one. So like I would take, if I take a long here, I would put my stop around here at 21.60, and then look for take profit at this low right here at 65.60, right? So that's about 1-to-1, but the bounces on those levels are pretty quick, are pretty like they bounce right away, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the first tests are the best, but you know, this probably not, I mean, you're gonna get a bounce here, but it's not gonna be too big probably. But if you get it here, because we tested one, we attempted to test twice, we tested it second time here, so this is probably a better level, because
Entry.
you also tested it on the way after breaking, you retested it here. So 22.80 is gonna be, you know, 20 or 23 is gonna be a good level to go long, in my opinion. And gold. Does that make sense? Like, so here
Yeah.
it was resistance a few times, and then it became support. So this is a key level right now. So I'm interested.
Right at 22.80.
Yeah, I'm interested in trading that, definitely, right? So in fact, let's see. So we have gold, right? So let's say 23. So if where's my, what? No, this is wrong. I wanna go long, no short. 23. Wait, what happened here? Something's happening, hold on. There you go. Alright, so if I wanna go long at 23, man, how come it's not showing me my freaking Stop. Where's my stop?
MGC's what a dollar a penny?
$1 at 10 cents. Oh, it put my stop really close, that's why. Okay, so my stop there. So if let's see. So 23 minus 223 minus, hold on. What is that? Minus 192.80, that's 30 times 10, that's $300, right? This is $300. So my take profit, I want to see like how this plays out, right? If we have another area that we support, but and put some like swing low and then come back, like I want to see where my target would be, but initially, like I want a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio or something, but you know, I still don't have the structure to pick a nice target here, but I do know that I want to be long here, so I'm just gonna put my order there, and then after this plays out, I'm gonna have a better idea of what my target is, like if it's a swing high or swing low, some kind of structure that I want to target.
So this is would be more of a swing trade
Right,
for you.
right. Yeah, because I'm very interested in taking that long, and I don't know how
Okay.
high it's gonna be. I mean, I might target this, but I mean, I don't, maybe the middle of this range when I see how this plays out. But I want something that is gonna hit quickly. I don't want to like have like very like unrealistic targets, and
Right.
you know. All right, so it's 10:30, and now it looks like we are still selling, and we're gonna attempt to break below yesterday's low. And SPX is very close to the volatility trigger, which is 5 points below. So, and the weekly pivots usually get tested and retested a few times. Now, if we get below the pivot, remember, we could go all the way to 75. So
Yeah.
that could be a nice trade there. If we start going. Volatility is also picking up. US dollar keeps moving higher. Yields are still moving higher. I don't know why. Man, look at crude. Holy moly.
Oh man.
It's just hard. You gotta pick something to watch and then stick with that, because watching a few things at the same time is not gonna. It's impossible to catch it all.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
And
I mean, I could see that. You're approaching it from more of a swing trade perspective, but
yeah,
day trading multiples.
yeah, exactly. Like if I see the opportunity, like I know ES I think is gonna have opportunities today. I just tried to take a short here, but didn't get fill.
Yeah, I just had a long that just stopped out.
Let's see if I can get a fill there at yesterday's low if it gets retested. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. This might be a look below and fell. Let's wait.
It's a look below, take Don's money, and then shoot back up.
Did you take a short?
No, I took a long at 03 before when we were talking,
Okay.
and I had a pretty tight stop. Well, what was my stop? 299, and it just took it.
Okay, so I wanna see here. This is a key level because 47 SPX, it's almost there. Volatility is picking up. I wanna see how this bar closes. But there's buying here. And okay, now volatility is picking up. More sellers are joining, so I'm gonna short here. Let's see if we can get to 290. So 295, 295 is 94 and a half is the top of the, it's the high of the March 26 high, and then it's also value area high for Thursday. So that's a key level. If that doesn't hold, then we can see a nice drop into this, this whole area, and travel the whole range to 75.
Yeah.
But I think we are gonna see buyers defend the 95 level. So but my issue is that that is right where the volatility trigger is, right, this area. So it could happen fast. So I don't want to take my profit there, because there's a chance that we can really start accelerating there. So I wanna give it some room here. There you go. Let's see. And that's the level that you mentioned at 2450. There was 300 buyers. Okay, now there we go. 95. All right, let's see what we get here. 95.
Nice.
Oh, no,
So
very.
247 on SPX was the volatility trigger, right?
Yeah, 245. All right, so we're testing below it. Now we're 242. Okay, it's some profit takers for sure we're gonna get here. So let's see if now buyers join the party, or if we keep attracting more sellers. Nasdaq took back the whole range, and volatility is picking up, so I think we're gonna get more downside. And it would be really nice if we get all the way here, right? But not too optimistic on my shorts. Okay, they're stuck in the bid here. Might have that quarter algo shake, 10:45 algo shake, and then continue. So I'm gonna hold this for a little longer.
All right.
Now I had my lower target for today at 92.25 and we got to 93.75. We're seeing buyers here, so let's see what happens after 10:45.
Yeah, hopefully that's just a shake.
We'll see. Either that or was a test below and then they're gonna rip it higher. SPX is back above 45.
Man, I can't keep enough positions on my IRA. They keep coming off at my profit targets, and I'm just having trouble finding stuff to dump back on.
Lucky you.
I know.
Man, Tasty Work sucks. I swear. Like, it tells me I have an open position, but I don't. What the fuck?
Yeah, I really like the idea behind Tasty Trade, but
It has so many
your data
bugs.
issues are kind of bad.
So many bugs. Alright, come on, give me 85. I don't know, this could be it. We have a nice excess on the downside. 9 contracts traded at the low. And the point of control hasn't moved yet. We'll see.
So in general, don't we see it push higher at the top of the hour?
Uh,
I mean, it's not like a hard and fast thing.
yeah. Well, usually we get something, right? Some kind of move at the top of the hour. But I'm not sure if it's always a push higher. It might be depending on where we are at in relationship to the gamma exposure too. Haven't really tested that, but so both ES and NQ are at the weekly pivot. All right, let's see if we retest this lows. Okay, come on. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Man, crude's been going crazy.
I know. I think we're going to close over 84 today.
What did I say my target was? 84, 30? Or 84.20? Forgot what I said.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
It's recording. Oh. Alright, come on, break this lows. Break this lows.
Dude, there's bacon for you. There's bacon for you.
Sorry, still, Bob, I didn't see your question till now. Sorry, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, Bob, and I'll explain about the gamma flip. NQ back tested below the overnight low and now it's moving back above it. Man, this trade is taking too long to move down. It's almost 11.
To me, it still looks like there's more sellers above where we are than.
Yeah, there's definitely sellers. If you see deltas keep moving down, but in the last in the last 10 minutes, deltas came down about 1500, but we're not able to move down. So there's this, all the sellers are getting absorbed right now. So we have to see that if the sellers keep joining and are able to move price lower, or if this is all absorption and they're gonna move price higher when the sellers either give up or they run out of inventory. And also, if you know, if sellers keep pushing and pushing and pushing and they're not getting what they want, then eventually they have to cover and then create a little bit of a short squeeze. Keep an eye on volatility. If you see volatility starts dropping fast, and you see everything starts moving higher, like all the indices, the Russell, Dow, Nasdaq, you know, then that's a sign of, okay, this trade is not gonna work. I mean, it's working, but I mean, it's not gonna go all the way down into this range. Or we might get a bounce higher, drop some longs, and then push it lower. $84 on crude.
Missed that boat. I'm gonna tighten my stop on this short.
All right, come on, let's go. 93.25.
Go flush.
Okay, so Bob, you're back. Okay, so um, let's talk about gamma exposure. So if you there dealers always take the other side of the market, right? So if you look at this chart right here, it shows you the strikes that have the higher open interests, and those usually act as magnets, right? And there's a spot where it's a volatility trigger where it flips, and the market makers or the dealers, they have to hedge the positions the other way, right? So below 45, they have to sell to stay delta neutral. So once, usually that level, the volatility trigger acts as is either support or resistance, right? So in this case, we were holding 45. This is SPX, right? We're holding, and once we broke it, then we start getting more negative gammas, meaning like, as you know, the strikes with more open interest on the downsides are going to be the ones that are going to be acting as magnets. And if we get back above 45, then we gotta look for the ones that have the highest open interest on this side, right? Now this is all the 98 DTE, all the strikes combined, but there's also the 0 DTE that you have to look at, which sometimes it looks similar, sometimes it looks a little different than the 98 DTE. So 0 DTE is going to have some power when you have a big strike, but this one is going to have more, it's going to be more relevant, right? Unless you have a lot of volume on the 0 DTE, on the 0 DTE strikes. And that changes throughout the day, right? So this I pulled a few I don't know what time that was, but now if I pull a new one, this is the new one. So you can see that now we're below here, below the 45, and these are gaining more volume, right? If you compare these two, this has less than 10 million, and now we're 15 million. This strike, the 5230, right? So you have to keep watching this throughout the day to see how the picture starts to change. So if 5200 here is going to be a magnet, and also it's going to be some support here. You can see there's some positive gamma on this. So I would say that if you sell a spread, a put call spread at 51.95, you're gonna be safe. But I don't know if there's any premium. I haven't even checked that. But yeah, there's barely any premium. But anyway, that gives you an idea of what I was talking about. Does it make sense?
So right now we're below the vol trigger on SPX, and volatility is increasing, so that points to more downside, right?
Yeah, I mean, so remember that all this stuff is always order flow is what wins, right? So this is just a guide, right? Like this is the state of the market right now. If Goldman Sachs comes in with 1 billion shares of whatever that they need to buy to sell, this is gonna change based on that, right? But yeah, like you said, below 45, we're looking for more downside, and if we get back above 45, then I would be looking to 50 to 60 as the big magnet for today. For today now, right? Because this is dynamic. It keeps changing. So I gotta keep looking at it.
When you refer to dealers, you're talking about market makers, right? Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, market makers, dealers, the yeah. Like honestly, I'm not sure exactly who is who and how they do their business side on their side, but yeah, there's people that provide liquidity that have that take the other side of your trade, of our trade, right? As retail. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bob, if you keep watching it, you're gonna start to see how it works, right? It's not something like when I first started watching this, I was like, what the hell? I mean, what am I gonna do with this, right? Like, it just wouldn't make sense. I would always see like big strikes at the big round numbers, and I would be like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, 5,300, 5,350, okay, big deal, right? Like, we know they're magnets. But if you keep watching it, you're gonna start getting a sense of how the those strikes act as magnets, and like you get a better picture of what's happening. You see now we're pulling back. Finally, they finished that business there. So now that we're getting here, I would say that there's a high chance that we get to the lower side of the range. Because we cleared that low volume node, we didn't get too much of a bounce at 95. Or of course, now we're getting a little bit of a bounce, but if we get back above 95, there's a chance that we could move higher. But like to me, like if we start building volume and accepting down here, then there's a chance that we can travel all the way to 75. It's not gonna be a easy move because we have a lot of volume here. We have a high delta level 88 right here, which is that point of control, which there's likely gonna be a pause there, and then another one at 77, right. I think Europe is closed today, right? I saw somebody mention, because I think it's Easter Monday or something in Europe.
yeah, I think I remember something about they're kind of opposite.
Mm-hmm. So if buyers don't get an up move soon, I think we're gonna drop, because they've been accumulating here, but it's not getting. They're not able to move higher yet. All right, Nasdaq about to take yesterday's low, Friday's low. That's a big reversal on NQ.
think you were saying the crude target was 84.20, and we're about to hit that.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to take a long, but never got a fill. Why is my door locked? Why do you keep? Why are you locking me? What? Why do you keep banging on the door? Hurry up! August's gonna pick you up soon.
Looks like the 6 and 3 month bill auction just happened.
Isn't that at 11:30?
Financial Juices, the notifications are popping in from them now.
Oh, 11:30 it says. I think they announced the auction beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just the amount of the auction. Okay, now we're getting the move. So we're up 1150 points on this trade. So that's 88. Remember I said 88 was a high delta. So I'm just gonna take my profits here because now we're gonna get some auctions flows, and this is a level where it's gonna take a while to get through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just taking profits since I have a very nice day already. I don't want to mess with it. I want to be staying another half hour until we move to the next level. And then I'm just going to do something else. I had a few nice trades, and they're all recorded live on. I live streamed on YouTube today, so.
Oh, nice.
It's all there. Nobody's watching, but.
Well, we didn't say any bad words, and we didn't mention Julio at all, so.
Now you just did.
Well, yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream